Be a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for being here. If you guys are here, please make sure you fave Top Badge, Big Country. Thank you for being here, King. Hi, Busy. Hi, Stud Barbie. Okay, Sammy Licious. Please tell us about
I have a
yourself.
question before I introduce myself. Was we supposed to wear red?
No.
Okay, because I'm red every day.
Right.
Because I was like, wait, Big
You
Country got
guys
red on,
anyway.
Bonus Babe got red on. Did I miss the memo somewhere?
It's a love episode. Love is in the air, Queen.
I'm Sammy Licious. I admin for Italian Chica's feature show every Saturday. Calm down with Italian Chica. What else do I have going on? That's pretty much it right now. And I absolutely stop love doing game shows. I'm on a 7 week win streak. I need to get booked for a show next week.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. We are waiting on a third guest. If she happens to join, we will let her join in the box. Um, the topic tonight, thank you everybody. If you are just tuning in, this is Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we like to think differently. We question everything and we dive deep, but we do it in like a fun and curious way. So tonight, we are going to be discussing what is love. And we're going to jump right into question one. Feel free to answer in the chat as well. And we'll start with Big Country.
Well, I mean, this goes back to what I
Right.
was.
I didn't say the question yet. Sorry.
Oh, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm like, I'm
Okay,
ready.
so the first question is loving someone different from being in love with them? And if yes, how so?
Repeat that question again.
Is loving someone different from being in love with them? And if yes, how so?
Yes, I mean, you could, a person can be good to you, but not good for you. You know what I mean? So, love when you love someone and being in love with someone's totally different. It's their actions behind the follows. So, for me, I think you could say you love a person, but it has to be an action. And when you're in love with someone, it shows its fruit. You know what I mean? So being fruitful to the person that you're with, you can tell. Like I always say, you can tell because I think, especially men, okay, a person should learn their partner's love language, not your own. That,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So that means your priorities is set with them to want to get to know them, and take time out for them. But yeah,
Yes, yes, having that understanding of how your partner is more receptible of receiving love and not just how you want to give that love. Thank you guys for the gifts, and thank you for answering that, King. Queen, oh, Sammy Licious,
It's okay. It's okay.
it's like embedded in my genetics back there. Is loving someone different from being in love with them? And if
Yes.
yes, how so?
Yes. I think of it in this way. We love our sisters. We love our parents. We're not in love with them. And love is something that can only be with a partner.
Hmm.
I can never see someone say, I'm in love with my mother. It's kind of weird. Being in love is something more than just love. It's
Yeah.
it's just a connection that's different than you have with someone you're related to. It's a love you guys share with between each other.
Yes.
And if y'all out there saying y'all in love with your parents, there's something wrong.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree with it's a different type of love. It's in its own category.
Hmm.
How we love our family, how we love our friends, how we love our partners. These are different. I do want to let me
can
make
I
sure
can
I'm
I just
reading.
say something real quick? Just pick it out what she said. I don't know if anybody really dove into it, but so it's different types of love, right? So I'm gonna just bring you. If people don't know, I'm gonna just tell you. But it's, eros is a romantic, sensual type of love.
Hero.
Familiar is feeling part of a team or a group. Agape is to love humanity. That's the God kind of love, right? And these Storge. Storge is a family love from a relation from a family. What she said. Yeah, so I can send this to you, but it's different. It's like 7, 8 different types of love what she's talking about, and when you have a romantic with a partner, that is different. So I agree with her on that. I just want to and I'll send that to you later. But yeah, it's different types of love. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that aspect. I feel like I've heard about it, but I would love like a refresher in my memory. I see Bearded Bee said yes, loving them, I think, is your action, speaking through that love. Being in love with them is the feelings that hit you from their existing like that for you. Okay. And Ross said, love is an emotion. Love is a choice to love them no matter what, good and bad. Oh, okay, come through. Love is a word you can't explain. It's a 4-letter word. Okay, so our fun fact of the night for that question is many spiritual traditions teach that loving someone comes from the heart and it's a choice. So we can love, you can love anything, right? You can have that heart and choice to choose to love this person through good and bad, like I believe it was Ross. While being in love comes from your emotion and attachment, right? So that is something that you can grow with, something that's not necessarily attached to you in a sense. One is steady and rooted, the other can be intense and temporary. Okay, I'm still trying to process my own opinion. I'm definitely on board with, I know the different categories, and I know that being in love with someone and loving someone is different, but I appreciate both of your feedback for that one.
I'm big on that. That is huge because, and when you get a chance, you guys can write this down in your notes, but 1 Corinthians chapter 13, 4-7, it said, love is patient, love is kind. That's the type of love. It said, love does not envy, it does not boast, or is not proud. Love do not dishonor others. Do not dishonor others, or no self-seeking, or easily angered, or it keeps no record for doing wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in truth.
Amen. That's beautiful.
And always protect, and always trust, and always hope, and always perverses. You know what I mean? So that's the type of love I think, and that's being in love. So me saying I'm in love, like you go through all your trials and tribulations with your partner, because your love will be tested. You know what I mean? Definitely be tested. But it's up to you. It's up to you. If you entertain it, that's on you. But you can't help who you attract, but you're responsible for entertaining, right? So it will be tested. You're gonna go through it, but that's when your love really gets tested. And you know when you truly love someone? When you truly love someone is when you feel safe. When you truly feel safe, that's how you know you love that person, without question or doubt.
Yeah. Home in a person. I love that. Busy, as long as you keep it featured friendly, like last week, sure. Since our third guest isn't showing up as of right now. Thank you for the fave. Welcome everybody to Truth or Theory. Thank you for being here.
What's goody? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hi, Busy.
That's what's up. I just got a quick question. I'm gonna leave. I don't want it to sound like childish or nothing, right? But say that like there's a couple, right? And they're madly in love, right? They really love each other. They've been in love for 17 years. Their bond is inseparable, right? Now, one passes away, but reincarnates to an ant, right? Comes back alive. They know each other, right? They know each other. Now, could they still be in love with each other just because one's an ant and the other You know, it's like a human.
I think that changes the dynamics completely. It changes the dynamics completely, but we could deep dive into that maybe after the show. The question for you, Busy, is loving someone different from being in love with them? And if it's a yes, how so?
Yeah, like she said, like he said too, that is one is family, mother, fathers, that type. The other is more relationship type. You know what I'm saying? Like romance, intimacy, that type of stuff, affection on a different level, that type of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, definitely different facts.
Okay. Well, feel free to stick around. I know I always like your insight for the questions. Welcome everybody that is just tuning in. Happy Truth or Theory Thursday. This is a safe space where we like to think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight, we've been talking about what is love. I've asked my first question to my guests, and we are moving into our second question shortly. Please make sure you favor our guests, Big Country, Sammylicious, Busy, and thank you everybody for being here.
Hey, listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna jump in the box, but I love y'all. Word, I'm gonna stick around, check y'all out in the box.
Okay. Thank you for being here, Busy. Okay, so on to question 2, everybody.
Probably have to remove them.
Yeah.
Hi, Kate. Okay, so on to question 2. This one is the values question. I just reworded it a little different. We're gonna start with Sammylicious, and the question is, how could two people find the balance in love if their values aren't aligned? Or do you think it's possible?
It's possible if both parties are willing.
Hmm.
One person may not be willing to compromise or to fold or to bend or to want as much as the other person.
That's real.
Um, love is never enough to stay, especially if, again, both parties are not willing to both put effort. Because I'm not going to compromise to make you happy, but you can't compromise to make me happy. It has to go both ways. It can't just always come from one person.
I agree. That was well said. Okay, what about you, King? You want me to repeat the question?
Repeat that question. People come join it.
Okay. Question 2. How could two people find the balance in love if their values aren't aligned? Or do you not think that's possible?
When you say values, or what are we talking about from a spiritual standpoint? Because
Yeah, we could say spiritual or just in general. Like,
I asked this question. It's crazy. I just asked this, but I'm gonna say no. You know, I'm gonna say no because if my values, again, number one, I'm not gonna put God second. You can't be equally yoked. You know what I mean? So I can't. So my question I ask people along this line, the same guy, I says, if I am a Christian, the question is, can I date or be in a relationship with a non-believer?
I don't think that would be possible.
But they love me though. You see what I'm saying? Is love still involved? So for me, the values of my spirituality, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm equally yoked. You know what I mean? 2 Corinthians 6:14. So that's a no for me. That is a no for me. But you will never be happy. You can never be happy because it will never find a balance. You know what I mean? If I'm going this, I need to do this. This person gonna say no or that, and then you're gonna always bump heads. So I just stop it at the gate. You know what I mean? If you talking about from a spiritual.
Yeah. No.
That's
I
my
think that would kind of go off into like our non-negotiables for sure, because it's some of our values that are completely non-negotiable when it comes to what we're looking for in a partner, right? It's some of our values that if, okay, I value this, but you don't necessarily need to value this too. Like it's something I put on a pedestal. My belief to be, I don't think if someone is really practicing a religion, I don't think that it would work out with someone who's practicing something opposite, something that's not in alignment with that. I think that would kind of stifle both partners in a sense. Ultimately, it would get discovered one way or another.
Speaking on the value, though, a person can, and we're talking about the value of a person. They can still love you and treat you wrong. They can still love you and disrespect you because there's no values in that. Like love is an action, right? So they can still say they love you and still disrespect you, right? So again, when you're talking about values, the values, the stronghold, the foundation. You can't build a house on sand. You know what I mean? You cannot build a house on sand. It got to be foundation where the values lays at, right? So again, like I seen people that's rich and still miserable. You know what I mean? Like they say they love you, right? But they still been disrespected. And so I just say no, I just can't. We just leave it like that.
No, I respect both answers. I respect both of your perspectives. Eric, I see you requesting the box. We're gonna just keep these two pre-requested guests to be in the box. Stick around for the after show, and I'll be more than happy to let you in the box and you can chat and give your insight, or just let us know in the comments how you're feeling about these questions or any insights or anything you want to add, as long as it's featured friendly and pertaining to the topic. Thank you. So we're going to go into the fun fact for question 2. So most people actually agree on this one, that love can create the connection, but shared values is what creates the stability. Many relationships don't end because the love disappears, but because the core values about life, like family, money, or the purpose, our purpose can pull us in different directions. So love is the spark, but our values is that foundation that makes everything else possible.
People don't leave when you don't want to leave when things get hard. You just leave when it get disrespectful.
You leave when you see that it's truly not in alignment with you.
Yeah, when it get disrespectful, because you got to go through trial and tribulation. That's how mess up come with buildups, right? Like you're gonna have to fight for each other. But I don't say during my hard times we don't leave each other. But I just think I will leave and get disrespectful. I don't leave when it gets hard, because we in this thing together.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna stick around when it get disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's along, what the crowd said.
Okay. Yes. Thank y'all for that. Welcome to Truth or Theory. If you are just tuning in, thank you for being here. This is a safe space. We do like to think differently. We dive deep and we question everything, but we do it in a fun and curious way. Please make sure you fave my lovely guests, Sammylicious and King Big Country. Hit them both with a fave. And we are rolling into one of my favorite parts of our show, where we do a game that goes with our topic. Tonight's game is going to be a love debate. No right or wrong answers, guys, but there is no in between. Okay? It's either 1 or 2. That's it. Okay. So just choose a side, option 1 versus option 2. No in between. Our first one, feel free to play along in the comments. Just type 1 or 2. Super simple. Love is a feeling or love is a decision? 1 or 2. Is it a feeling or is it a decision? No in between.
1.
Okay. Jade.
The three. I know my brain is thinking 3 too.
Okay. I see 1s. I see 2. I see 3. Okay. Instant love versus love grows over time.
What you say now?
Instant love versus love grows over time.
2.
2. Okay. I see 2. Okay. Love should feel easy versus love requires work? What are you?
2.
Okay, okay.
Anything that ever comes easy never lasts.
Okay, love conquers all versus
1.
love is not enough.
1.
Love,
You have to repeat that
love
to me.
conquers all versus love is not enough. Okay. I see ones, I see twos. Okay. Real love lasts versus nothing lasts forever.
1.
Okay. I see ones, I see twos. If it's love, it shouldn't hurt versus love involves pain.
Love's no 1.
Okay, I knew that one would have people split. Okay. Love makes people better, or love reveals who people already are.
1.
Okay. Both. No in between, Latina. Just 1 or 2. Okay. Love means compromise, or love means compatibility.
2.
Okay. Compatibility, compromise. Okay, I love that. You can love more than one person in a lifetime, or there's only one true love.
What's that?
You can love more than one person in your lifetime, or there's only one true love.
You see, the way this question is, it's weird because you can love everybody, but
If
in
that's what
love, then they throw the in love part in there. It's like those are 2 different loves and one question.
Which, just take it however you want to take it.
Keep that one more time.
Okay. You can love, we'll say in love. You can be in love.
I was read. I want to know how it's read.
Okay, you can be in love with more than one person in your lifetime, or there's only one true love.
Oh, I go with 1. But as a true love is God. But I go with 1 if it's not biblical.
Okay. Yes, okay. You can love someone and walk away, or if you walk away, it wasn't love.
1. I love you enough to walk away and to protect myself.
I love me enough to walk away.
That part. I love you enough, even for my own protection. You know what I mean? I gotta walk. I'm out of there. My cutoff game is short.
Yes. Okay. Thank you guys all for playing down there in the comments. Thank you both once again for being here. Make sure you favor our guests. Make sure if you feel like you're vibing with anyone in the comments, hit them with a fave. Also, if you have any topics that you think would be great for us to discuss one of these weeks, go ahead and let us know. Drop it in the comments or send it to me on Instagram, and let us know if you would like to be a guest on any future topics. And we are moving on to question 3. Okay. I am very interested in hearing both of your answers for question 3. Okay. And we'll start with Big Country. How does the way you love yourself affect how you love others?
Oh, that's easy for me. You can't love a person correctly if you don't know how to love Jesus. You know what I mean? So I love Jesus so much, and I know how he acts. I know what type of person he was. So it's my reflection of how I love Jesus, how I'm gonna love my wife. You know? So that just sums it all up, man, because that's agape, that's unconditional. You know what I mean? So I want to learn to love my partner just like that. You know, what's crazy is told myself when I get in my next relationship, my goal is not to argue for at least a year. That is my true goal No, not one argument. I can understand a debate,
Yeah,
but
a disagreement.
with no loud, no arguments for 1 year. We can sit down and talk to each other as grown people, as love people that's supposed to truly love each other. That's how it should be. Because the devil not going to encourage you to stay together. He wants a separation. So as divine as a purpose as a whole, because a person, you can't call a home till you put your better half in it. You know what I mean? You can't call it a meal until you apply your better half to it. So for me, I don't want to argue not one single time. That is my purpose's goal of doing that. So that is my intake. It may be weird, but
No,
that
I
is
love that. I truly love that. I think that's a beautiful goal to have because it shows your dedication to creating a sustainable relationship, something that's going to last, that longevity. You're not just looking for something temporary. Like to have goals like that, it shows where your mind is as a man. And it's beautiful.
yeah.
Okay, Sammy Licious, I'm going to read the question again. How does the way you love yourself affect how you love others?
The way I love myself may not be the same way my partner wants to be loved. Everyone loves differently and takes love differently. So the way I love myself may not be acceptable for me loving her in that same way.
Mm,
I mean, that's pretty much the sum of it for me.
yeah. No, I get that. I think for me to piggyback on what you're saying, Similicious, um, that would come down to still knowing like your awareness of that in itself shows your self-love ability. Because to love yourself, I think the more we love ourselves, the more aware and emotionally mature we are of other people's feelings and desires and wants and needs, because it's not just about us. So once you put yourself in that pedestal to think like, okay, maybe me, how I'm loving my partner isn't how my partner needs to be loved. I think that foundation right there is a great start to grow into something beautiful, because now it opens room for the conversation of how can I better assist, or how can I better love you? What is it that you're needing from me? Those type of questions. And that helps us know how to move forward and how to, yours was love is compromise, and how to compromise so that our love can be what we're looking for it to be. I love that. But the fun fact for the question, some teachings say that love flows outward, and it flows outward at the level it exists within, meaning we are only able to love in the ways that we love ourselves. And I think, let me see who this is. Raman, please wait for after the featured show. I see you in the box. But it says, so some teachings say that love flows outward at the level it exists within. The way we speak to ourselves, the way we set boundaries, and the way we meet our own needs often becomes the blueprint for how we give and receive love with others. So in that sense, self-love isn't selfish, it's more instructional. So how we love ourselves gives us that blueprint of how we can, or what the capacity we have to love others. If we don't really love ourselves, our capacity to love others isn't going to be substantial enough to maintain any relationship at that point. Yes. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you. Any questions so far up to this point? I'm going to do a quick recap of our questions we have asked before we get into the last question and the last part of our game. You said you have one fire question, but how do you love you? I like that question. How do you love you?
How do you love you? The only person who's you can't ask somebody else that. If you're asking this question, like, so you can get the answer and how to love yourself, you're the only person who knows how to love you. You will never get that answer from a book, from a dictionary, from another human being. You are truly the only person that knows how to love yourself. No one can help you figure that out besides you.
Do you think the way you give love is the same way you're open to receiving love? Or do you expect love in different ways?
I know the love that I give is not always going to be the love that I receive in return. And that's because that's the love I'm offering. Everyone's not going to offer the same as I do. You accept and you take and you appreciate the love that you do receive, because some people don't have any of it at all. They've never been loved, or
Great.
they've never been told that someone loved them or someone appreciate them, or even had any kind of acts of love towards them.
I love that.
Well said, Sam.
Thank you.
Said it. Well said. I agree with her. I always say, you can't give, I say stop giving something what people don't give you. Like you can't, like you got to remind yourself like you will never receive what you give out.
Mm.
You can't, it's impossible. You know what I mean? Because you can receive it, but how you feel that you receive it may not all the hard work you put in, like, but again, you can't expect it. But I agree. And how do you love yourself? To me, it's my actions. You know what I mean? Like I just, my actions. And then bad company corrupts good character, man. I stick by that. Man, if you want to build, you want to love someone correct, hang around good people.
Mm.
People going, you know what I'm saying, that will show you their actions. You know what I mean? Love is an action. You know what I'm saying? So, and not just a feeling, it's an action as well. You know what I mean? So, I do agree with what Sam said. Like, what her love that she tend to give out, she may not get that from somebody else. But the fact that you're giving something out and receiving is a beautiful thing. Because I agree. I always tell people you are enough. If nobody can tell you today, you are enough. And sometimes people need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I stick by that. So good. That was fire, Sam. It's fire.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you favor both our guests for the night. Top Batch Big Country and Sammy Licious. Thank you. I see you all in the comments. We are going to move on to question. We just did question 3. So we are moving on to question 4 now. And then we are going to finish another round, part 2 of our love debate, and then we'll close out. Okay, so question 4, and we'll start with Sammy Licious. Is it possible to love someone and never speak to them again? Or does love require connection?
It is very possible to love someone and never speak to them again. We love family. We love family. But sometimes we have to move away from the people who are closest to us and we love the most, because they're sucking too much out of us.
Mm-hmm.
They're interrupting the peace that we have within. I love my mom to pieces, and I went almost a year without talking to her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. I needed to move away from the negative energy she kept surrounding and putting around me.
Yes.
Because it was just, I was absorbing it like a sponge. Just because you walk away from somebody or you stop talking to them doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just means you chose you. And it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. It's not easy. But sometimes it's necessary.
It's commendable, definitely, because I think that takes a different form of strength. And I think it's the most purest form of love, like to still love you, but know that us being together isn't in the best of anything for them or for you. So our love can bloom better if we're apart, no matter who you are. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that, so malicious. Okay, Big Country. My bad, sorry guys.
Very well said again.
You
I'm,
turn
I'm,
over.
I'm with her on that as well. I always say stop giving CPR to dead situations.
Mm.
Some people are meant to be saved, man. Like I gotta protect myself. You know what I mean? Once you make your peace a priority, you will start removing people out your life.
Can you say that again a little bit louder for the people that's in the back?
No, yeah, stop giving CPR to dead situations. Simple. Like some people are meant to be saved. Like you hurting yourself trying to fix something.
Mm.
I mean, a person may love you. Okay, let's keep it real, right? Like a person can love you just as much as they can use you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not giving CPR to a dead situation, man. It's not doing me no justice. I would never be happy. I would always be cringe. I would always be upset. Like, I don't want to stick around something. I'm okay to walk away. And me saying no to something does not make me a bad person. I say no to negativity, no to the devil. I say no. I'm saying no to you. I'm trying to protect myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like for me, this is for me. I can't find peace. Listen, I don't want to be in a place where I have to be tolerated.
I want to be celebrated. Hello? Hello?
Come on, man. You know?
Yeah.
That breaks it down. That breaks it down. You know, that's how I feel about it. I'm just adding on what Sammy said. So I agree with her as well.
Wow. I love that. I love both of your perspectives. Our fun fact for the fourth question is the spiritual perspectives say, yes, it is possible to love someone and never speak to them again. Because that love doesn't always require presence or access. Just because I love you, that does not mean you have to have access to me. Oh, there is peace and power in that statement. I love that. Sometimes love can continue quietly, and this love can continue in the form of respect, gratitude, and a simple release. Choosing silence can be less about lack of love and more about honoring boundaries, healing, and being at peace. Everything we've been discussing tonight. And does anyone have anything they want to piggyback off of question 4?
I do, honestly. I'm gonna just continue what I was saying. So I have a thing. So here's the thing people should stop doing. If you really want to love yourself, I'm finna break it down. Number one, stop putting your heart in situations that's gonna continue to break your heart. Number two, stop breaking your back for someone who clearly doesn't have yours. Number three, stop being that go-to person for the person that you cannot go to. Number four, you got to stop giving people positions in your life that they don't even deserve. Being in your life is a privilege, not a given. That is a privilege to be in your life, that you give someone access to your life. You know what I'm saying? And number five, you know what number 5 is? Stop giving CPR to dead situations.
Ooh.
Some people ain't listen. Some people ain't meant to be saved. I gotta go. You ain't even mess me up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out of here.
Talk country. Hello.
I feel like going back to number 4, I feel like now we have to have applications and go through the whole process, and then you want a 90-day trial period to see if you can even pass to stay in my life, because it's like
the trial period is so funny but valid. That's funny. That's just where we're at. You got to guard your energy, because energy is sacred. Our energy is sacred. But just because I'm choosing to not give you my energy doesn't mean that I don't love you, because it can be like that with family, with friends, with love partners, and intimate relationships. But so it is
good to you, but not good for you though. You know what I mean? It may be good to you momentarily at the time of need, but you know they're not good for you.
They
They
can
just
feel good to you physically, but spiritually, emotionally,
not good for you.
no, right? Financially, like they're not good. It's really not in alignment. That's that discernment, using discernment. Like, dang, the flesh is powerful, but spiritually, it's about that spiritual connection. Um, but I do want to close out officially before we end out with the game. So thank you, chat. Thank you for showing up and diving into this conversation with us tonight. We explored what is love, and we explored it from so many angles. We explored what it means, how it changes us, and how it challenges us to grow. I appreciate each and every one of your perspectives. Next week, we will be shifting into something powerful. We're going to be talking about the law of detachment. We'll talk about what it really means to let go without giving up, how to love without controlling the outcomes, and how peace often shows up when we stop forcing what's not aligned. Okay, this one's going to be about trust, surrender, and protecting our energy. Everything we were talking about tonight, just going to pick up on the other side of the spectrum of this conversation. So come back ready to reflect, release, and maybe even see things a little differently. But until then, stay grounded, stay open, and remember, you don't lose what's meant for you. So I'll see you next week, same time on Truth or Theory. And we are going to end out with part 2 of our love debate, because I love the game so much. Please feel free to play along in the chat. You must choose a side, 1 or 2. It's no in between, okay? Option 1 or option 2. Okay, let me see. Okay. Love is calm versus love is intense. Is love calm or is love intense? Okay, I love the mixtures. I see some 1s, I see some 2s. Some of us want it calm, some of us want it intense.
But you see, I'm not thinking of what I want. I'm thinking of what's actually like reality.
Okay. I mean, everyone's reality is different. It's very...
Yeah, because again, First Corinthians said love is patient. Love is kind. That's all. That's some calmness in that thing, right? So I'm just saying, like, again, I agree. Like she said, it's what she thinks. Everybody thinks different. You know what I mean? So good numbers in there, man.
I love the mixtures. Okay, is love peace or is love passion? Is love peace or is love passion? It's just different ways. No, both. Is it peace or is it passion? I see it split again. You find peace in yourself.
You better find peace within yourself.
Okay. Okay, does love start with friendship or does love start with attraction? Friendship or attraction? Honestly.
Which one? 1 or 2? Which one is 2?
Attraction.
Oh,
friendship or attraction?
I say friendship because I can be friends with someone and love them to death, but I don't have nothing attracted about them. You know what I mean?
Yes, I love that. Okay. Okay. I'm asking this, but Big Country already told us his. So love should feel safe. Love should feel exciting. Love should feel safe versus love should feel exciting.
If you want to be excited, go to the amusement park.
I like it. Okay. So love grows through communication versus love grows through actions. Communication.
Oh my God.
Actions. Communication.
You can't have one without the other. They can't change their actions if you don't communicate.
It's which one you think is better fit for you.
Wait a minute, time out, because I can know my partner in love. She ain't got to say nothing to me, but I know I know what she likes and what she wants. She ain't communicating me anything. That means I took the time out to learn her. You know what I mean? So now she ain't even got to say nothing. She already know.
So actions was 2, right?
Yeah.
Action.
I think how you answer that one goes based off of how you are open to receiving love. And if you are someone who is a words of affirmation receiver, it'll be the communication. But if you're someone who is the acts of service for love, then it will probably be action. Or so love is intuitive, or is love intentional? Does it hit you out of nowhere, or do you have to work on it?
Oh, I got to work on it.
Okay, so it's gonna hit me out of nowhere, and we got to put in work sometimes for sure. Okay, what about this one? Love thrives with closeness, or love thrives with space?
Love thrives with closeness.
Closeness, like always being around each other, or space, having that space, building up the yearning.
Oh, it's the build up for me.
It's always the build up. Okay, love is conditional, or love has conditions?
Love
It's
has.
unconditional, or love has conditions?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say okay.
Wait, say number 1 again.
Unconditional love, or love has conditions?
One for me.
I feel like I know exactly where Samulish's mind goes with it, because my mind goes there too. And it's kind of like, there is some conditions to my love for real. Like, because
We diving deep, so I gotta dive deep in. I gotta dive deep in.
Like, is it still love if you really disrespect me and cross my non-negotiables like that? Like, is that still love?
Definitely not.
What about for you, Big Country? Because that's what Big Country said. It takes for him to leave when it's disrespectful.
Love is unconditional.
Okay.
Okay. Then in that case, what if God changed the way y'all did him? Thank God is unconditional, right? Because he loved you the same way, regardless of the fact. Because if unconditional love, love can conquer all. Didn't we agree to that? Right? We agree that love conquers all. Like you can get through anything if you truly love that person. But but if it's conditional, you love a person 1 minute, next minute you hate them. You know what I mean? Love will fight for it. Love will get through it, whatever the case may be. Like if you really love that person,
love is more powerful than hate, definitely.
I just say love is unconditional. You're gonna fight for the person you love anyway, regardless. If you really love them, you're gonna fight for it. But that's the unconditional from an unconditional standpoint. And then, again, I don't want to think about her being with nobody else anyway. No, I'm gonna fight for mine. You know her worth and mine too. I'm fighting. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just me, man. Just being silly.
I love that. Is love choosing daily, or should love feel natural? Should we feel like we are having to force to choose this daily, or should it feel natural?
I got to go with the second one because I would have if it's the only 2 options I have, we just go with 2.
The only thing I have to wake up and choose every morning is to not go to jail. I should go to sleep loving you and wake up loving you, not choose to love you.
That you're not attracted to. Can you love someone? Yes. That's what Big Country said. He definitely said he has friends that he loves, but there's no attraction. We were talking about that, about for us being, the first question was, what was the first question about love, the difference between loving someone and being in love with them? Yeah. And how it breaks into the different categories. And Big Country's gonna send it's like 7 categories of the love style.
I sent it to you already. I sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent it to you. So you have it in case whenever you're ready to you have it. So now you know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, we got a few more, and then I'll let you both close out and give some more plug anything you want to plug that you have going on. Um, love is learned versus love is instinct. So love is something we learn versus love is something that we naturally have within us.
Love is learned. I said you should learn your partner's love language, not yours.
Okay, okay, okay. I love how your perspective ties back to that. Definitely. Um, okay, what about this one? This was one of our questions, just asked a different way. Um, love needs shared values versus love adapts to differences. Do we need shared values or can our love adapt to our
You
differences?
see, there's so many values that some people don't share and necessarily isn't gonna make or break the
Just,
relationship.
just pick your main values, like your highest values. For Big Country, I feel like this one is for his. It's that love needs shared values because
You
his is
said pick your main. You said when answering this question to pick your main values.
your highest value. Like if your highest value isn't shared with them, is that something that you can learn to grow through, learn to adapt?
Bonus Bay got mine.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. So, absolutely.
Okay. Which question was that for the values? We said, how could two people find the balance in love if their values aren't aligned?
Mhm.
Or do you not think it's possible? Values are, so for Big Country, he was coming from like the aspect of he values his spirituality and his connection with God and Jesus. So if his partner doesn't value Christianity in a sense, it wouldn't work out.
Mhm.
So it really just depends on your perspective and where you're coming from. Some of us have non-negotiables when it comes to certain values. Some of us are more lenient. I get it. So it's all personal perspectives. And it is 6:55 my time. So that's the end of our game for the night. That's the end of the show. And we close out with our guests telling us about themselves, plugging anything, and the chat can ask any questions that they want us to answer. And we'll start with Sammy Licious.
Okay, I'm Sammy Licious again. I admin for Top Bad Italian Chica's show every Saturday, Clown Down with Italian Chica. I will be on an admin edition of her episode March 13th. So come check me out and watch me act like a clown.
Oh yeah, I've watched Top Badge Italian Chica show, Clown Down with Chica. It's really good. It's
Mhm.
really funny, very entertaining. Just give me 4 minutes, Busy, and then I'll let you in the box, okay? Because we won't be featured anymore, so we'll sat together. Okay, Big Country.
Before that, I just want to add, this is like my type of language, but I want to share something with you guys, and it's something I wrote. It said, ignoring your partner need and still expecting a happy relationship. It's like ignoring your plants that need water and expecting a beautiful garden.
Hmm.
So like, I just think that, you just learning your partner, man, and their needs, right? Just because you still got to water it. You got to water your plant. You can't expect a beautiful garden not watering it, so you have to pour into your plant. But I just want to get back to, I just want to say it before we closed out. I just couldn't find, I have so many notes, right, that I wrote down. But yeah, my name is Big Country, y'all. I do have a show every single Friday called Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. It's men in the panel. It's a safe place. Men can be vulnerable. It doesn't make a man weak because he's vulnerable, right? Safe place to go to. And it's similar to us, man. We just give a topic and we take it from a man's perspective. You know what I mean? To be open up and just talk about how you feel and what you've been through. And it's people maybe in the comments like today, maybe dealing with certain situations they learn from here. And yeah, so I do that every Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also I host a cruise event every year. Every year. This is my fourth
Thank
annual
you.
successful year. Yeah, if anybody interested in going on a cruise, it's very, 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 very inexpensive. It's the least expensive trip that I put together that they gave me. I'm so happy. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're leaving out of Texas, going to Cozumel, Progreso, on Yucatan. It's only less than $400. You know what I'm saying? So for 5 days. So if you guys are interested, hit me up. And also, I have my own fragrance line
That's
as
so
well. If you guys into fragrances, I make my own from my house. I have a whole lab upstairs. So yeah, on here daily, man. I appreciate you for having me. This is refreshing.
No, I appreciate you for agreeing and being here. It definitely was refreshing to have you here. It's refreshing to have Sammy Licious here too. But we've had Sammy multiple times in the past. It's refreshing to have
Look,
new.
man, I just want to say, Sammy, you did amazing. I love your answers.
Thank you.
I love your answers and everything. But again, y'all, we here to pour into each other. You know what I mean? Like that is the whole thing, man. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're not headspace, don't try to, try to pour into someone if you're not. You know what I mean? So make sure your direction is good. So I appreciate you for this amazing show, man. It was fire.
Yes. Everybody please make sure, if you haven't already done so, please make sure you fave Top Edge Big Country and the beautiful Sammy Licious. We will be rolling into our after discussion. Feel free to stick around if y'all want to. I do know Big Country goes live. I don't know if you are planning to go live right now,
Yeah,
but he has a show tomorrow.
I can stick around for a little bit because I want to see what it's about. But yeah, I was live and then I sent everybody over here. You know what I mean? So
Thank you
one
all
more
for
thing, I
the
have a battle
gift.
this Sunday. Yeah, I got a battle this Sunday with King J. It's a scheduled battle.
Wait, okay. Is it like one and done? Busy, you can request the
One
box
and
now.
done. One and done. 3 minutes. Him and Maya called me out, and yeah, so it's a one and done, y'all.
My